What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a mid-month general reading for Virgos, and this reading is going to encompass the messages that you need to hear concerning love, money, and spirituality. We have three oracle decks here. We've got the Nature's Whispers Oracle for love, we've got the Earth Magic Oracle for money, and we've got the Keepers of the Light Oracle for spirituality. So this is going to be an oracle based deck, a 3-card reading, and it's hopefully going to give you some guidance in those 3 areas of your life. So if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask 3 questions. The first question is, what are the energies surrounding, what is the message for Virgos surrounding love at this time? Alright, so that's 1. Nature's Whispers. What is the message for Virgos concerning money at this time? And finally, what is the message for Virgos concerning spirituality at this time? Very good. We're going to look at these cards individually, and then we'll go back and see if there's a message overall. And the first thing we're going to do is look at the message that you have here for love. We've got heighten your vitality. The first thing I want to say is, when I say love, I don't necessarily just mean your intimate romantic relationships. I also mean those, really close, tight love connections that you have with other people, with your family, with your friends. So love in general. Yes, romance. I do mean romance as well, but just love in your life. And we've got heighten your vitality. And the message I'm getting from this card right now is that in order to improve your love relationships, you're going to need to get in touch with your inner self, your higher self, your soul being. And not just get in touch with it, but really let it shine. Let it out. Express it. And, we're all at different stages of spiritual development, and we all have different types of connections to our higher self, our soul, our God self, as some people call it. For those of you who are just starting to reach that connection, starting to make that connection, this could mean maybe acknowledging that aspect of yourself more and more in your daily life so that it helps you improve your love relationships. For those of you who are a little bit more advanced on the spiritual path, this could mean really acting on behalf of your higher self, and really instead of acting on behalf of your ego or anything else, really taking the guidance of your higher self and embodying that energy yourself. So when I see heighten your vitality, I see, you see these colors, and you see this person holding this orb of light, and I kind of see that orb of light as her soul, her inner self, and really allowing it to expand in every direction without holding it back. So many of us, because of society, the way that we're taught to kind of suppress our inner lights, and we're taught to dim the inner light, and not even to acknowledge the inner light, actually. And in order to improve your love relationships, you have to acknowledge it, you have to understand it, and you have to let it out and share it with people. Share that inner light with your loved ones, because that's your true form. That's your truest nature, is that inner light, and everything else is just learned behavior that you've picked up along the way. But this inner light has been with you from lifetime to lifetime, from the start of time. So express it, and don't be afraid to let it shine. Don't be afraid to let your true self shine in your love relationships, and that's going to improve your love relationships so much. So that is the message that I'm getting here, Virgos, for love. Next, we're going to move on to money. The message for Virgos concerning money at this time, and we've got Wolf and Instinct. I think this card is pretty self-explanatory. When you think of a wolf, you think of an animal who is just designed to survive. A thing that is so connected to its higher self, its inner being, that there is no separation between it and its soul. It is following its inner guidance at all times. And I think what this means is, as far as money goes, you got to trust your instinct. I almost said trust your gut, but I realize that not everyone's instinct comes through their guts. A lot of people have gut feelings, but psychic ability comes in all different forms. Some people are clairaudient, clairsentient, and there's just so many different ways that you can contact the spirit realms and get in contact with your inner instincts. But as far as money goes, we'll often do things that we think are in the best interest of us because of our ego. Our ego tells us, I would really want to be a painter, but there's not a lot of money in painting, and it's very secure to become a doctor, so I think I'll become a doctor instead. And you could do that, and your ego will be right. Yes, there's more money possibly in becoming a doctor, but how is the quality of your life going to be as you go through the years, doing something that you weren't 100% on board with, doing something that wasn't in alignment with your inner self, not trusting your instincts? So yes, trust your instincts, my friends, as far as money is concerned, because your instincts are going to lead you to the money that you need. They're going to lead you. And the ego is kind of a distraction almost. It's not necessarily leading you on the path of the highest potential, because it's influenced by society, which is designed to kind of limit you. Society is designed to put you in a box so that you become a wheel in the cogs of the machine that we call advancement, or we call economy. And so like a wolf, follow your instincts when it comes to money, because they are right on. All right, trust your psychic intuitions. Trust your messages coming from spirit when it comes to money, because they're guiding you to the place that you need to be, not the place where you want to be, or you think you want to be. All right, lastly, we have the message for Virgos concerning spirituality, and we've got Cernunos. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I always question myself. Cernunos? I don't know. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual pleasures are increased. So this kind of reminds me of the wolf a little bit. Cernunnos is an animal. It's a pagan god, and it kind of represents a little bit of that animalistic instinct that goes along with the wolf, right? And life force. Yes, I get the feeling here that as far as spirituality goes right now, the way that you're going to make that next jump towards the next step in spirituality, no matter what part of the spiritual path you're on at this time, is by truly diving into your passions, and just whatever just really lights a fire under you, do that as much as you possibly can, as much as possible, every waking minute. Make it your mission to do the things that make you just feel alive, that just energize that root chakra and make you just lose track of time, make you feel creative. Whether this is a romantic relationship, or artistic creation, or a hobby or a passion that just excites your soul, the more you can do that thing or spend time with that thing or person, the more you're going to be in touch with your spirituality, the more your spirituality is going to be able to come through, because it is in those moments when we're doing the things that we're most passionate about that we kind of forget about the outside world. We forget about the ego a little bit. And that's why I say lose track of time, because when you lose track of time, that is an indication that your ego has taken a back seat for a moment. And when your ego takes a back seat for a moment, that's when your higher self, that's when your soul is able to speak to you and send you messages and give you guidance. So that's going to take you to the next step of spiritual development, is following your passions. So as we look at these cards as a whole, I'm definitely getting the feeling of getting in touch with your higher self, whether it's doing this through a connection to your inner self, your higher self, and allowing love to be expressed through you, or if you're following your instincts and listening to your guidance through your psychic abilities, or if you're expressing yourself through your passions and really spending a lot of time doing what you're passionate about. All three of those things, there's an activity that involves getting in closer connection to your soul, and that is what is going to help you on this journey at this time. That is what the cards are saying. That's what Spirit's trying to tell you, Virgo friends, is that it's time to increase those connections through these methods. So I hope that helped. I hope that made sense, Virgo friends. And remember, this is a general reading. Not everything's going to apply to everybody. But if you want a reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy channel or Etsy shop. The link is in the description and in the card. You can just click on that and head on over there and check out the kind of the offerings that I have for readings. I can help you with anything in your life, from the mundane to the, the catastrophic, everything in between. And if you have any a decision you have to make you're not sure about, or if you want to tap into your own energies or the energies of someone else or the energies of spirit, I can do all of that. All right. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like. It really lets me know that you enjoyed this and you got something out of this, and I should continue to do this. If you have anything to say about this reading, any questions, comments, concerns, queries, criticisms, anything you want to say about this reading, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these things. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, because I release these videos bi-monthly, and I also have a weekly reading every Sunday, and I also sprinkle a bunch of videos in between that. So there's plenty to catch up on, and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on all of that. All right, guys, Virgo friends, get in touch with your inner self. Let it shine through you, and everything will be just fine. All right? Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.